So, uh, well. Mm, mm. So the nano nuts has has uh has hit a full stop and ponder replay button. They want us, the BW 3000, to forget everything that they did to us and come in, pick up the torch to take down and dismantle a device or tool that they used to humiliate us publicly, embarrass us, shame us, hold us accountable, prove to us that they are highly desired and will not accept anything but uh, you know domination. Well, guess what? See, when you're dealing with abusers, all you got to do is wait them out, because they will always fall into their own traps. Okay? The nano nuts are deeply divided, rightfully so, because they're starting to realize that their little petty grievances were not as important as the bigger picture. And so they are dealing with something that they created for themselves, intending to hurt us, i.e., BWs. They started a campaign years ago to use um particular types of women to make us jealous, to make us submit, to make us, fall into shame and blame. And pretty much they just wanted to maim us. We tried to warn them, no matter how often we were being attacked. When we saw them going in the wrong direction and attacking us, we still, out of the goodness of our hearts, because that's who Black women are, we tried to warn them, don't go that way, don't do that. That's not going to be wise. They didn't care. They wanted vengeance. They wanted to point at somebody and say, don't look at me, look at them. They wanted to separate themselves from the big bad BW. They they started a slanderous campaign against us. They started to collect allies and convince them to do bad things to us. Um and in their attempts to shame BWs, They forgot to shame themselves. In attempts to hold BWs accountable, they forgot to hold themselves accountable because they forgot that they're still walking around with all that this yeet, which um which makes you a little delusional at times. I mean, they should do studies on this. I do believe that because the decisions that they make to be such logical creatures, quite frankly, are a little bit asinine, and they refuse to hold each other accountable. See, and that's why they're in the trouble that they're in now. And they want these big bad wolf-like big backians. Okay, they want us. But they want the Gok 3000s. They want the ones that they never wanted before. They need us more than ever now to come and put their ranks in order. But you know what? Oh, no, no. BWs, we're resting. Let them be devoured by the tools that they created to destroy us and put us in submission with. They are in a full chokehold submission by okay, by a white tee. Butchly looking. My God. Soccer ball. No. Football face looking. Child. It's like they wanted to bring our marketplace value down so much just so they can get access to abuse us that they sat up there and got bit with the own viper. I mean, the very viper that they were trying to bite us with. My God. Today, it really is a shame. Um, I'm not gloating. It's funny, because we warned them, but I'm not gloating because I care about um BMs, even if they're delusional sometimes. But we're not talking about BMs right now. We're talking about the delusional nano nuts. Okay. Um, who let their rage, their disappointment, their misfortunes, and their complete and utter dissatisfaction with their own life and accomplishments, they let those things drive them to hurt people and to attack people. And now they're being slowly dismantled by the very tool that they used or tried to use. We've seen it from the very beginning. Um, that they tried to use to, dismantle us. So, hey, karma, as I told you years ago, these fools will be, I mean, they're dying like flies. They're, getting put in prison. They're being exposed and they're getting nut cancer. I mean, I warned them. I said, you probably shouldn't behave like this. And now they're just being, ramshacked and just put in full submission. They're all on their knees and bowing down to, you know, um, something that is clearly just subpar. And it's sad to see. It really is sad to see. I hope they get well soon. And to the ladies out there, um, thank you for being so graceful and standing your ground and holding your position. I mean, it was pretty bad for a while there. We were getting attacked in many a ways. We were being, just all sides, and we stood in integrity. Most of us. Some of y'all went out of. Some of y'all got a little wild and wicked, but I'm not blaming you because I'm telling you. Listen, some of y'all got real wicked with it, but I understand because it was out of defense. Sometimes you just got to let a fool know. Okay, when y'all start talking about um unaliving, When y'all start talking about unaliving babies, I had to back up out of there. But but I understood where it was coming from because they was like, listen, if y'all gonna support our demise, if you're gonna support us being abused, if you're gonna support and we birth you, then let's just stop birthing you because us birthing you is clearly um against our survival at this point. So y'all can't be mad at that. Y'all can't be mad at your creators telling you that they're gonna stop creating you if you keep disrespecting them. Can't be mad at that. But I had to back out because I'm not into unaliving babies, unborn babies or otherwise. Okay. So y'all got a little wicked there, but you know what? All in all, what I've seen was that you stood in integrity and you made decisions with the worst hand dealt to you. And so for those of us who got lost our minds and don't blame yourself. Hell, do not blame yourself. If you lost your mind when we was being attacked by these nano nuts, it's okay. It's all forgiven, baby. Now, see, you see how the universe handles it? Now they getting fucked up. And they did it to themselves. See, now you don't even have to have no negative karma attached to it. See, they wanted us to share in their negative karma and consequences. That's why they was trying to get us so angry. And I noticed that about my own abuser. He would always want me to share in his anger and wrath so I could share the consequences. I'm not about to share no consequences with you. Now I'm a human being. You trap any rat in the corner and they're gonna try to fight their way out. But that's not abuse. That's called defense. So, ladies, to God be the glory. We stood in good defense. And we're walking away with no karma, no negative karma, because they did everything to themselves. They destroyed themselves from the inside out. And they can't do nothing but look at themselves and be mad at themselves. Now, who they gonna point? You know they still gonna blame us. Don't even trip. Don't let them gaslight you, child. Don't even let them gaslight you. Because you know that's what they're gonna do next. Oh, you was the reason we let this viper up in here. That's what they're gonna say next. You were the reason we let this viper up in here. If it wasn't for you, if had you given us submission, we wouldn't have had to resort to this. No, nigga. I don't think so. No, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You did it to yourself. And for the men that didn't share those same sentiments, when you didn't open your mouth and hold those men accountable, you also was a participant. So you know what? Whatever y'all going through right now, that's on y'all. That's in y'all camp. Don't try to come over here trying to motherfucking do no peace treaties now. We over here living good and we thriving and guess what? And you ought to be ashamed of yourself after all the abuse, threats of grape and unaliving. I mean, y'all really did us a number. And we still stood in integrity. Okay. We didn't lose none of ours. All of ours is thriving after all of the abuse, after all of the manhandling and maiming. Okay, we did not exhaust our full platoons. Okay, y'all got took out with pawns. That's the crazy part. See, these nano nuts, we didn't even send no troops out. We only sent scouters and lookouts out. Y'all got took out by them because you took yourself out. You saw our lookouts. You seen our peace negotiators as the number one threat, didn't know that they was coming in peace, really. Okay, the little one, little two, little three, little four, little five, little six, seven, eight, nine, 10 little faces y'all seen that was speaking up. Those were just the ones that was trying to make peace, because everybody else was sitting behind the scenes. They don't have faces, baby. Okay, they don't have a. Your ass is sat up there and got excited just because y'all was getting attention from some lookouts. Okay, you and then y'all was going and y'all was sitting up here planning out and a full out uh, a full out attack on us, not even knowing we was sparing y'all. Okay, we got all kinds of tricks in up our sleeves. And look, you didn't set up there and infected your own little dirty, dusty, raggedy little army, all limp. All y'all soldiers is broken, emotionally fucked up in the game. Broken hearted, life's not over, face ass niggas. Y'all fucked up. Okay, you couldn't get it together because you were trying to unite under hate. That's not how you get things done, baby. You can't unite under hate. That fuel don't go that far. See, us BW 3000s, okay, we unite under love for each other. Yeah, we gonna argue, we gonna cuss each other out, but see, it's all love. See, y'all was uniting under hate and trying to and lying to each other, telling each other y'all was gonna get y'all respect. Oh, we gonna go get our respect. We gonna go get our submission. We gonna go get our pussy boxes, because you know that's the way y'all see us. You don't see us as human beings for real. And that's the saddest part. And you wonder why we don't want to be around you, because you don't look at us as humans. A lot of you. You look at us as things like just resource centers. And that's fucked up. Do you know how fucked up that is? Um, to just be walking around here with all this ass and all this brains and all this beautiful body and beautiful spirit and beautiful God, and to want love and appreciation and cooperation and harmonious interactions, just for y'all to be looking at us like something you can take over, dominate, and subjugate. That is fucked up. And that's why you in trouble. I told y'all a long time ago, God is going to get y'all. Y'all keep it up. And now you stuck. That white tea lady put you in okay, put you in a goddamn full Nelson, baby. And that's what you deserve. So you can learn your lesson. We didn't do that to y'all. Y'all did that to y'all. And y'all been getting fucked up. How many of them delusional nutbags did they lose? So many of them died in 1 year. 2 years, excuse me. So many. Just like I said you would. You're out of there because you cannot go against forces of love and you know, maintain your wins. You're not going to win. Like, why do you think you're going to win when you're being so evil? It's like you got to want to change the rules. No. Cheaters never prosper. Evil is not going to win. It's not how this goes. You only get like a good run and you get hyped up off of your endorphins and you feel like you're doing something. And that, don't you know that when you feel good by doing evil, that is a drug that dilutes your mind and your thinking. And it's and it forces you to go further in your evil acts. And that's only so you can destroy yourself. That's just universal law, baby. So when you think that your train is getting more fuel because you're angry, because you're evil, because you're greedy, because you want to hurt people, because you want to act in vengeance and rage and all kinds of maim and disname and defaming, listen, it is what it is. You're going to get fucked up. And see, women, we know that. Well, you know, we know that. Black women know that. And that's why we never go too far, because we are close to God. We understand we're close to love. We're lovers, we're nurturers, we're givers. We are life creators. We create life. We don't destroy it. Because destroying life is just that. When you destroy things, you're destroying yourself with it. Don't get it? It's like, duh. That's why they say a soldier will always die on his own sword. You ever heard the term what goes around comes around? It's a boomerang effect. You can't be out here being fucked up and evil in the game and think that you're going to get goodness out of it. No. You might can destroy things, destroy lives, and steal and use those opportunities to steal from things that you don't deserve. But how long do you think that that's going to last? It's not going to last very long. Okay, honey, honey bunnies. Um, it's hilarious, but at the same time, a sad tale, and we all should get a lesson by it. We should all learn our lesson because, hmm, I tell you one thing, it is a lesson to be had. Okay. That's all I have to say about that. I was talking about it because the other day, some of the nano nuts or ex nano nuts, they want to change the history and shit. They want us to forget the egregious things that they done to us because they think that we're tools to be utilized. See? Oh, I discarded you when you were denying your usefulness to me, but now I'm going to beg you or try to entice you to be useful to me now so I can put you in a position to, to discard you and or, just completely subjugate you again. No, 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 no. We're not falling for it. We're going to stay in a safe, a safe, a safe distance and watch the fallout because we're not going to save you from your own delusions. These are the delusions that you created for yourself. Okay. And that's the reality that you're going to live when you snap out of your delusion. Okay. The same thing that you were laughing at us and shaming us about and trying to get us to see. Now you have to see it for yourself. You've got to walk that line, baby. Women are pulling back. They are pulling back their energy, their love, their wisdom, their intuition, their warnings, their cunnings, their nutritious support. Okay. Their comforts. We're pulling back our comforts because you've abused those comforts. You did not appreciate those comforts and you use those comforts to continue in your evil and diabolical pursuits. All because of your ego. Imagine. And then you call us emotional. Guess what? Your ego is an emotion. So go get the help that you need, whatever therapist, whatever medication. Some of y'all need to walk straight to the doors of the jail cell and just say, "Hey, take me in, cause I ain't gonna be no good for nobody." Some of y'all need to do that because a lot of y'all out here just enraged, and y'all need to go get some discipline. Some of y'all need to go to the military so they can get y'all just knock some good old sense into you. Cause some of y'all can just watch the demise of other nano nuts and say, you know what, I'm smart enough not to go no further, and just go get you a nice young lady or a nice older lady or a nice whatever lady or a nice another man, whatever it is that you're into, and go settle down and stop using terms like testosterone. You sound stupid to to avoid to avoid accountability. Okay, you just sound retarded, and you don't sound like you making no good sense. You out here, grown ass man out here talking about testosterone is the reason why you run around here acting like a homicidal maniac. No, we not going. Okay, okay, get yourself together, get yourself in order, go get you some business, and then mind the business that pays you. I.e., go get you some money. Okay, always focus on what the BW 3000s is doing. with our throats and mouths. Okay, wondering why we twerking so much. We twerk because it's good for our sacral chakra, baby. That's why we twerk. So you wouldn't understand that. Okay, maybe okay, maybe you might benefit from, getting down there and twerking something real quick. Okay, maybe you need to motherfucking open up your hips up. Okay, because a lot of y'all is pent up out here. Okay, you see me, I'm still stress free. Now I'm gonna cry, I'm a purge, and I'm gonna cry every now and again. But ultimately, I have a happy heart. I'm a blessed woman. You know, so I'm not, and that's because mostly I'm not holding on to no pain. I release pain. I don't hold on to grudges. I don't hold on to horrible things that are harming me. I don't internalize those things. Why would I do that? I'm too valuable to do shit like that. It doesn't serve me any benefits. But because of that thing called ego, especially the male ego, which I think male ego is a little bit different from female ego. I'm not gonna say it's any different. I mean, I think it's different, but I don't think it's I think women have egos and male have egos, but I think the intention of the ego is different, like because we have different desires. No, neither one is better or less. It's just that we have different motivations. For whatever reason, the male ego, um, it gets them to pursue dominance, but by whatever means necessary, really. And that's unfortunate. That's highly emotionally unstable. And and a lot of people like who operate in that, they show a lack of empathy a lot of times, and that's you know I don't know why bullying is a part of that culture or thinking. I don't know what type of system. you know they just have a system of bullying, and that's how they get each other in submission, and they try to bring that same bullying system to us, our little dainty selves. And so in order to do that, they put it in their mind that we were some charmingly wicked wicked, dainty things, like, oh, that's a poisonous flower. Yeah, just because we grew thorns to stop you from picking up and uprooting us from our environments and just to watch us wither and die in your homes doesn't mean that we're wicked. It means that we were defending ourselves the best way that we could. But this funny thing about it, the thorns still didn't stop you crazy delusional fools from plucking us up, did it? Think about that. If someone's growing thorns, that's a clear signal. Please stop touching me. But you don't care about us living, huh? You just care about our usefulness. Just, your entertainment. Oh, I want to look at you. Oh, put this drawstring on. Oh, let me pimp you out. Can let me put you in my kitchen. Can you cook for me? Can you clean up all my dirty drawers and messes? Oh, can I yell at you whenever I feel bad about myself? Oh, can I punk you? Can I punk you? Can I push you around? Oh, can I send you out to do other but can I send you out to hurt other women for me so I can subjugate both of y'all? Oh, can I lie to you? Oh, can I confuse you? Oh, can I get you to waste your life cloning me because I know I ain't gonna be around for a long time and I know I ain't doing right, so let me hurry up and get you to clone me. So I can raise another generation of disrespectful dusties to attack you more and keep the cycle going. Ooh. Instead of just leaving you right there, coming to water you and coming to you to view you, and out of respect and honor and letting you thrive where you are and just offering support. No, 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 that's not what you want to do, huh? You want to pluck us up, put us in a nice little vase, and set us on a table and watch us die for a week. And then say, oh, you know what? I'll just go get a new bunch of flowers. When we could be right where we are, providing the same beauty and the same comfort with your support. But, we don't have to die. You know what I'm saying? Not unless you have like sick, this sick fantasy for watching things wither away and then getting mad at them and tossing them out after you created the conditions for them to wither away. Hmm. Think about that. Wouldn't we be more of a use if we were supported, watered daily, had access to the sun and freedom and air and nutrients from the ground rather than being cooped up with your crazy delusional ass because you have this insatiable need to dominate something? Ridiculous. And that's why God is punishing a lot of you because you do not respect nature. So, like any other parasitic entity, you will be done away with. And hopefully, you check yourself before you wreck yourself. Now, that's what's going on with the nano nuts. Okay, they have completely spiraled into their own delusions, and their delusions have put them in a chokehold. I'm not gloating, but I mean, it is what it is. It's a daggum shame, and they're embarrassed right now. They they can't show their face. They barking at each other because you should see them fools going crazy. They up in there going crazy. They doing anything but holding each other accountable, though. I tell you that. They're doing anything but standing in integrity. I'll tell you that. They're doing anything but consulting God about it. I'll tell you that. So that's the interesting part. So I'm not gonna let them nut cases. Okay, I'm not gonna let them nut cases gaslight me into thinking that now we got to, hold up the mantle for them, talking about oh, we a safe haven. Come on, y'all tried to attack us and burn our villages down, but go ahead and come on up in here. We not letting you, you traitorous. We're not letting you traitorous entities back in the door. You left. You're gonna have to support us from the outside now if you really want some redemption. And you're gonna have to accept the fact that you might never be able to come back in because your treacherous and treasonous behaviors. You've committed acts of treason against us. And now you want the comforts of our wombs, of our food, of our celebration, of our prayers, of our wisdom, of our knowing. No, you're going to have to sit on the outside. But this time, not in a formation to attack, but this time in a formation of defense because you now know that going against us ain't healthy. To God be the glory, child. That's all. That's all I can say about that. Now I dropped the link. If y'all want to come up and because I mean, some of y'all probably don't know what I'm talking about because I always speak in code, but um, but some of y'all do know what I'm talking about. Okay, these really hateful, 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 uh, cretins is what I want to call them, okay? Because they've been acting like some fucking creatures out here. Scary, real scary and terrifying creatures, okay? They've been acting a fool out here for years. And now they trying to motherfucking get us to come fight their battle. Why? Why would we come fight for you? Remember when you told us to be feminine? No, we're gonna stay feminine, sweet. We're gonna stay fit, friendly, and feminine to ourselves. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be over here twerking, creating, loving, being cute, being feminine, being friendly, and being fit with each other. Survival of the fittest, baby. And you are not going to be able to enjoy any of that. You know why? Because you're a treasonous, treacherous trick. You should have been tricking the right way. Instead, you tricked yourself into demonic behaviors, i.e., sitting up here trying to fuck our motherfucking peace and serenity up. No, not no more. And I just want to say, ladies, you have done a great job. You ladies have maintained your integrity. You ladies have maintained your beauty and your wealth. You ladies, despite what they tried to do to us, have maintained your sanity because they tried to make us crazy. That's what they wanted. They wanted us to. They wanted us all in a madhouse, y'all. That was what this all. That's what everything was about. They wanted us to be fighting and biting each other, and they wanted us to go crazy so they could put us in a madhouse or put us somewhere in their house, madhouse. Okay, a lot of their homes are madhouses. Okay, you ain't got to go to no institution to be in a madhouse. And that's what they wanted to do. They wanted to imprison us, and it backfired on them. It backfired on them. And that's what they get because they did it to themselves. And guess what, ladies? We get to walk away clean. We get to walk away with beautiful attachments, not negative ones. And they're probably going to be a little bitter about that for a while. Will they change their ways and see that this love thing, this love life is a better life? Well, we don't know. You know, you can never tell with, with delusional people and people who want to dominate everything and everybody. We don't know what they're gonna plan to do. They might try to they might try to get them some get back and do another wave of attacks. Who knows? But we'll be ready for them then too, because we gonna do the same method. You're gonna do the same. We're gonna let them build their own gallows, and we're gonna let them get hung on their own gallows. That's it. Okay, so let them stand. Do not enter into their chaos because that's what they want to do. They want to entrap you into chaos with lies, with redirections, with foolishness, with heartbreak. Okay, and some of them might use money to lure you in. It's a trap. Some of them might use attention to lure you in. It's a trap. Some of them might use pain to lure you in. It's a trap. Some of these fools even got these thing now that they do uh self-awareness or some shit like that. Oh, I'm a self-aware psychopath. I got all the answers for you because I know exactly how a psychopath think because I'm a psychopath. Don't don't let it fool you, okay? Just don't get lured in. Stay away, okay? And then, just let them destroy themselves. And then the better of them, the better of them, the better of them will make it through because they're gonna have to fight each other, unfortunately. And I hate to see it, but this is the only way that balance is gonna come into play. They're gonna have to just, beat each other until the wicked ones are all gone. And then the ones who are deserving, the ones who are loving, the ones who have shown discipline, the ones who have shown that they've done the work, then they will be the ones who get to breed with us. Not the grapey kind. You listen, the grapey the grapey kind, they don't want to do the inner work. They don't want to go do the walkabouts. They don't want to work on themselves. They don't want to build nothing. They want to tear shit down and take what they can. They on a smash and grab journey. So they're gonna have to fight the ones that are disciplined and the ones that are strong and the ones that have honor and respect for nature and God and life form, you know what I'm saying? And creation of life. They're gonna have to do a great battle royale. And then those beautiful men, they're gonna have access to all of our comforts, i.e., the submission that they're looking for. Okay, the wisdom that they want us to have, the reverence and the respect and all of that. Those guys, you gotta fight for that. You have to fight for that because you have wicked, demonic, decrepit energies out here that just want to come and eat until there's nothing left. They want to scorch earth. They want to eat until there's a famine in the land. And you're going to have to fight them. And it's unfortunate. You're going to have to fight them. Um, because that's just what it is. But right now, the ladies, we have a little bit of a break, you know, to God be the glory. We got a little bit of rest time. I don't know how long this rest period is gonna last because they're regenerating. They had to slow down because they got attacked within their own ranks, and so they're gonna have to slow down for a bit. So while they slow down, we got to continue to build our wealth. We got to continue to maintain our beauty. Got to continue to get more and more educated and just secure our borders, okay, with knowledge, with wealth, and with positive people in our lives and disciplined men who are not out here trying to, put their foot on our necks, okay, and force us to do things that we don't want to do. But see, we want cooperation, and cooperation does not mean that we are in a position of dominance. Cooperation means that we're cooperating with each other to have a successful outcome. That's all that means. So whenever these men can see that, hey, cooperating with a woman is not actually bad because we're loving, we're givers, we are, generators of peace and harmony. But we also have that other thing about us that if you attack us, then, we're just going to turn you over to a reprobate mind. That's God's promise. That's God's promise. So, like I said, we are in our rest period. You know, we have come out of the villain era. We were in war mode when you was attacking us. So that's when we got. But now y'all just don't got no access to us. A lot of y'all. See, y'all was thinking it was all good when it was like, well, you got to pay for our time. Well, that was only gonna last for a little while we gained our resources. Now that we've gotten our resources, now you just don't have access at all, and you can't pay us to be around us. You can't even afford us. So that's where a lot of us ladies are at this moment in time. So a lot of us had to deal with you so we can get on a good foot. We had to deal with disrespectful men. Some of us had to deal with abuse. Some of us had to deal with insults. Some of us had to do a lot of stuff so we can get in position to not have to deal with your ass no more. Because quiet is kept. I know y'all don't believe this. We don't like being disrespected. The same way y'all don't want to be um woke up to disrespect and dissension. It's same thing with us. We don't like to be disrespected. Have you ever considered that? That we don't like to be body shamed? That we don't like to be age shamed? That we don't like to be criticized on a daily basis? That we don't like to be belittled? That we don't like to be bullied? You're just like you. We have feelings and emotions too. I know you don't see us as human, but you know, but maybe you should start. Maybe you should start seeing us fully for who we actually are and not who you want us to be so we can be useful to you. And maybe you might get more of a collaborative outcome. Think about it. Just think about it. It could be a possibility that everything that you were taught about women from disrespectful and delusional men could possibly be wrong. Something to consider. So instead of trying to fight us on why why we should accept all manners of forms of bullying and abuse, yeah, maybe you should just, I don't know, look at the man in the mirror. Because if you don't put yourself in a chokehold, you got that white teeth butch out there waiting to put you in a full Nelson. She got y'all in a full submission hold because of your own delusions. Think about that. Think about it. Think about it. Okay, y'all have sat up there wrapped up in sex addictions. It's sad. You know, it's really sad. I see so many men falling prey to their own sex addictions and don't even know they are literally killing themselves and them and their spirits just wiping themselves out one by one. And it's not gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna stop. Okay? It's not going to stop. See, the same self accountability and discipline and self awareness and that y'all sitting here trying to convince us that we need, you might benefit from it too. And it's funny how y'all be telling us, oh, you don't need to be running around here like no, they got all kinds of name for women who are sexually expressive, right? They don't got no name for them for many of these type of men who are falling deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and darker and deeper and darker and deeper and just sex addictions. They don't got no classes for that. They don't got no wide podcast talking about that because they don't want to talk about it because that's the only thing that they get that makes them feel good or feel powerful. See? Violence, sex, domination. These things give them a temporary good feeling. They're addicts and fiends and don't even know it. Fiended out. That's why they run around acting like crackheads. Yeah, they think we don't see it. We see it. We know what's going on with you. It's a mental health crisis, baby. Okay, just straight up. You're going through it, and I'm not going to be here to help you. But hopefully, men learn to love other men. Love them enough to tell them the truth. Love them enough to hold them accountable. Love them enough to stop them from destroying themselves. That's the only way it's going to work. Because who listens to a broom? Cause let's just go ahead and keep it real. Y'all know that's how y'all see us. Just like you see your coffee pot, your oven, your pot, your broom, your ice pot, uh, something you can use, something that is there just for you to utilize. So who listen? That's why y'all don't listen to us when we say things until it's too late. It's like, why is that broom talking again? Why? What? That's what. That's really what it boils down to. Oh God, what? Why is that spatula speaking? Well, you know what? Women, especially wise women, we've learned to we've learned to appreciate all things. Okay. Um, I want to say that there is there is a way out of this. Love, love, care, support, discipline, integrity, and self awareness. Okay. I hope that the men that are suffering from these type of delusions, I hope you get better. I hope that you choose better. I hope that you do better. Have a wonderful day. Mhm. I'm about to I'm about to get up and make me some breakfast. Make me a nice delicious watermelon smoothie and drink me how many ounces of milk? Um and drink me about 400 liters of water and a watermelon smoothie for breakfast and possibly one egg. I'm not sure yet. Depends on how I feel. And that's about it. I have been in kind of recovery mode from my breakup. So I've been moving a little bit slower than usual, but today, even actually last night in the middle of the night, I just just a peace kind of came over my heart. Yesterday though, yesterday was really really bad. I had this feeling like like a broken heart feeling. And it was just overwhelming me. And I'm not sure if it was my um pain that I was feeling or if I was picking up on somebody else's pain. But what I knew was that it was a pain that was unfamiliar to me, but I was still feeling it as though it was my own. But I nursed myself, I spoke life into myself, I prayed over myself, and I spent hours praying for others. And I spent hours praying for broken hearts around the world. I think a lot of people are suffering right now from being brokenhearted and betrayal. And so I just want to say that whatever you're going through, you can get through it. It's only temporary. Don't feel like the pain is so much that you have to end yourself to relieve the pain. It's only going to last for a temporary moment. You can get through this. You have support. You have people who love you. You have people who are thinking about you that you probably don't even know. So, time travelers, please don't waste your time being sad for too long. Understand that we all go through it. We all have bouts of sadness, but do your best to work yourself out of it. Get the help that you need. Pray, 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 pray. Even if you feel like been so far away from God, you don't have an anchor, even if that, just pray and say, God, I need your help. I need you to help me. I don't know what to do. I need help. I need your guidance. I need you to help me out of this mess. That's it. You don't got to do all no crazy ritualistic things and, oh, Lord, forgive me for my sins, all that. Just, God, help me. Come, please, meet me where I am. Meet me where I am. Help me. And promise you, I promise you, God will meet you where you are. Talk to you later.